Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And you might be this Queen of Wands right now. I feel like you are. I feel like you're kind of feeling like maybe ostracized right now. I think that's the word. I kind of feel as if you have this sort of you have this belief, this value. There's something that you hold dear inside, and it's sort of putting you at odds with everyone around you. It almost feels like you're at odds with the world in a way. Because you believe in something, because you're committed to something and because you're fired up about something. And I think it's kind of maybe making you feel like sort of an outcast from maybe your friends, maybe family. There's this feeling of kind of being alone, but you're okay with it because you're right, because you have this power about you right now. I think you're a very, very creative person. I think it takes a lot to really get you mad. I think you might be getting a little mad now. Okay, you might be starting to. I feel that there is some frustration growing. There's kind of, it's almost like just kind of done trying to explain it to people. Does that make sense for you? Because I feel that there is, there's just sort of there's a lack of harmony, a lack of resonance with people, and maybe your friends, close friends, family members. It's just I don't know what the issue is, but there's something that you really truly believe in that sort of is putting some distance between you and some people around you. Okay? You're someone that will stand up for yourself. And again, it takes a lot to sort of push you to that point of getting mad, but it can happen. And when it does happen, watch out, right? So we've got to analyze some of this energy. We got to see where it's going and what it is sort of taking you, what it's evolving. There we go. We got an Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, I think, is trying to say that it really is you getting to the bottom of what is this? Because see, we have the Queen of Wands. This is water of fire. There's water in here. You couldn't tell, but there is. And that's why there's so much fire. It's the fuel, right? It's what's really got you going. What is that? Reconnect with what this is for you. Okay? You got to reconnect with what is really important to you. Let's see what else we have. Six of Pentacles. This is very good. Seven of Swords. The Fool. Wow. That's very nice. And another ace, an Ace of Wands. So I think this really is evaluating your relationship with the group and perhaps going your own direction in order to pursue this belief, this love, this truth that you have inside of you. Whatever this thing is that you really value and really believe in, you might be starting a new journey where it's kind of like, well, fine, if you all don't want to help me, I'm going to do it myself. If you all don't believe in me, I believe in myself. Yeah. Let's see. You got 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, the Lust or Strength card, and the 9 of Wands. Yeah. So with the air energy here, 7 of Swords, it just kind of gets worse. 7 of Swords, 9, 10 of Swords. Yeah, it feels like whoever the people are that are around you right now, somebody's not being nice. Somebody is, and they don't have to agree with you. They don't have to believe what you believe. They don't have to support your ideas or your plans or anything like that, but they should at least support you. Okay? So with the Seven of Swords in the background here, I feel like somebody is sort of attacking you personally, especially that Nine of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of criticism coming in, but it feels like it's kind of devolved into people attacking you personally rather than just trying to attack the idea, trying to give sound reasons for or against something. Now it's just become like ad hominem. It's just like attacking you directly. Okay? And that's really unfortunate. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown, and it's going to go right here with Tiny Bob Ross right on top. We're going to put that card over here. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Okay? Spirit is saying keep going. Spirit is saying that good news is on its way, that there will be time for you to reap the rewards and benefits of what you believe in, of what this is for you, what you're doing, what you are committed to. When we see the Six of Pentacles underneath everything, it's kind of talking about the group you're associated with now, but it's also a card that is talking about material success, your success, right? Your ability to take whatever this inspiration and this belief, this value, this love is for you, this fire and water, the aces right here, whatever this is, you're able to take that and manifest it and reap the benefits of it. Okay, this is something that you know can work, will work, and I'm going to do it with or without you, right? And it sucks it has to be that way, but sometimes, it has to be that way. We look around at our major arcana cards. We have the Fool and we have the Lust or Strength card. If you have to go your own way, or you have to start over, or you are setting out on your own path independently of the group, see, we take these two cards as a pair, and it's kind of through your creativity and your efforts, you're achieving success. But I also feel it's going the other direction, which is like kind of you going walkabout on your own. It's a solo quest, right? Maybe this is a musical group. Maybe you're becoming an independent artist, right? Solo artist. It's going to require courage. It's going to require you to kind of, to be responsible for all aspects of something, because now we don't have all the cooperation of the group here, right? And we don't have all of everybody's sort of contributions. Now you've got to contribute everything, that you're responsible for all of it. But I think there's also a hint here that the right team members will come along for you. Okay? But the people that are around you now, it seems like they're trying to poke holes in your plans. Right? And there's a lack of trust there. I feel like the people that, especially the people that are doing the Nine of Swords, the people that are sort of attacking you directly, it's one thing to sort of criticize what you're doing with the Seven of Swords, but to let it get to a Nine of Swords, level is something beyond, I feel like there's a lack of trust now, that you sort of don't trust any of these people around you or around what you're doing, and it's like, keep it to yourself. Don't even tell them what you're doing anymore, right? Because I think you're kind of worried that there would even be some sort of sabotage, or that someone would try to interfere or do something that would kind of, block your path a little bit. Okay? Maybe you're in the middle of making a really big life change. Maybe you're in some sort of transition period of time in your life. And there are people that don't agree with you. There are people that don't, maybe they don't acknowledge the validity of what you want to do. It's kind of like you come from a family of lawyers, and you just say, I'm gonna go be a painter, right? And it's just like, that doesn't make sense. And I do think that there's some sort of there is that aspect in your family. There's some sort of really very serious business kind of people in your life. Yeah, and I think this is probably more family than anything else. And the Fool is kind of transcending all that. It's kind of saying, look, I'm just going to let it go. The Fool is not bothered by any of the Swords cards. You try to throw some darts at the Fool, it goes right through him, because the Fool doesn't exist. The Fool has transcended that level of communication where that thing is just, it's got to go right through you. In one ear and out the other, right, is the phrase. And I think that it's important. Okay, but the Fool is also a card that is a little bit difficult because it's foolish. Spirit's saying, look before you leap here, right? Make sure that you're able to formulate the plan. Make sure that you know what you're getting into. Know what is being asked of you, and that's part of the Luster Strength card here. Knowing what you're going to have to muster a lot of energy. There's a lot of strength and a lot of courage that's going to go into this. If the Fool's going to make it on their own, right? And I think this is you setting off on a new journey in your life. And it's taking you away from, I think, the comfortability of whatever this group was representing. But as we know, with the kind of Fool's journey, it's kind of like, the Fool is going to always come back home again. But I feel like maybe this is going to be a new home. Okay? I feel that you were sort of, you were offended by some really harsh criticism lately. And it wasn't just poking holes in your plan. It was something that was kind of a personal attack, and that's hitting below the belt. That's like kind of unfair, And so I don't blame the Fool energy for showing up here and you wanting to have something new, wanting to start fresh, wanting to just let go of all the nonsense and go enjoy your life, enjoy this quest. Okay? Spirit's saying get a move on. Okay? And maybe we get a move on before things really get too far into the Nine of Swords. Or before things really get to the Ten of Swords, which is an even kind of bigger problem here. Okay? And the Ten of Swords really is about you acquiescing to all of the naysayers, to saying, fine, you're right, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go. Maybe it's a vacation, maybe it's a trip, maybe it's you wanting to relocate your life somewhere. Maybe it's you wanting to start something new or go solo, go independent, or go move out and live on your own, whatever it is. Starting this kind of new phase of your life, the Ten of Swords is you saying, forget it, fine, I'm going to stay here. Okay, which I think is you sort of betraying yourself, stabbing yourself in the back, betraying what you feel in your heart. And what we have with this Ace of Wands is kind of this willpower, this commitment, this deep aspiration for you. Like this is what you want in your life. It's a burning passion to move forward with something. And I think that underneath everything, you're going to be okay. You know that this is going to, I don't know, maybe this is you thinking, okay, I'm going to go and be, I'm going to move to Hollywood and be an actor, I'm going to be in the movies. And it's just with the Six of Pentacles, you're going to make it. You're going to be a star. You know that this is going to be, that this is going to be successful for you. And it's not just a Four of Pentacles, stable, you find a little apartment somewhere. No, this is like you're making it. You're hitting it big. Yeah. And I think to move forward with something like this, you really need that kind of confidence. It would be nice to have a backup plan, just in case, right? And maybe that's sort of what the Seven of Swords is trying to say too. That you've got something in the background that, you have these other options that you could pursue if this main Ace of Swords in the middle here doesn't pan out. There are these other little things that you could be doing. You'll be okay, one way or the other. But it's almost as if the Fool needs to believe. The Fool needs to let go of everything and just say, I'm transcending. I'm burning every bridge behind me. There's, this is the only thing I can do. This is my only shot, and I've got to give it everything I've got. But we know that we still got the backup plan. But the Fool doesn't know that, right? So we have to sort of live the energy as if this is all there is. There is nothing else beyond this, right? Because you need that belief in yourself, you need that commitment, you need that fire, you need that hunger to make this work, whatever this is, okay? And with the Six of Pentacles, speaking of hunger, I feel that this is you finding your place, finding a sense of community, finding a home, more than, not just a place to live, but a real home. with people that are adding value to your life, and you're adding value to their life. This is you going somewhere and really contributing your gift and talent, and adding value to whatever this is. If this is a new business, if this is the entertainment industry itself, if this is a group of friends or a family thing, you're adding value. Okay, adding value. I'm kind of getting like the prodigal energy, where the fool goes out and really finds themselves and then comes back home, and things are different. We've seen that motif in a lot of literature and film and stuff. But a lot of swords cards here, so I want to do a Language of Flowers affirmation card. I do feel like somebody's dealing with the lawyers. Yeah, there's something's going on with lawyers in your family, or I don't know if there's if there's something more complex going on here than I realize. We have the Everlasting Daisy, Fortitude, be brave. Yep, be brave and dig deep. Be brave and dig deep. Being brave, that's the Strength card. Digging deep is kind of the Fool, right? The Fool's kind of a card that says you do have a natural talent for something. That you're not completely crazy for wanting to do this. That it's something that you're good at. You know that there's something here. The thing with the Fool card is that it needs some refinement. It needs to hone this talent. We really need like a magician card, We have the talent. You need to refine it, and maybe that's in part what the maybe that's what both of these are. The Ace of Wands and the Nine of Swords is kind of saying that you've got to go out and do this and pay your dues and suffer and get booed off stage, to really refine yourself, to refine your talent. And maybe, I think of like a comic who's trying to come up and make something of themselves. They've been to every shitty club, in the world, bombing, getting tomatoes thrown at them, right? That's the paying their dues. That's kind of, they're walking off stage and no one laughed, right? And that's how they're able to refine their talent, refine their material, refine their presentation. And that's what the Fool needs. It's kind of a reality check in a way, and you've got to be able to withstand that. And I think that's kind of important with the rest of these cards too, especially with the courage to do that. But then the strength and the fortitude of the Nine of Wands to not quit. When you're getting booed off every stage in the tri-state area, you're not going to quit. Okay? And I'm sure there are a lot that do. Those that don't, they go on to do great things. If they have the talent, of course, to back it up, and they're not completely delusional. But I think you've got it. All right? I think you've got it. It is going to require the strength, though. Okay? And that's it's the strength of your convictions. The Nine of Wands really is the fortitude. You're digging deep, connecting the sun and the moon, connecting your conscious awareness with that sort of, that essence. You're connecting in a way the fire and the water that we have here. That belief, that value, that love that you got in your heart. And you're channeling that into fire. And that's what we saw with the Queen of Wands too. That the water's in there fueling this fire. Fueling the fire. And that's allowing you to have the tenacity and the perseverance, the steadfastness, and the ability to sort of recover, to endure the hardships, endure all the tomatoes gonna be thrown at you as you pay your dues, Do something a little special and do a Botanical Inspiration card. I wonder if you are doing some sort of stand-up comedy or if it is acting or something. Maybe the mystery card will help us there. I feel like you are an artist of some kind. Yeah. Spirit's saying that there is something going on with the maternal energy in your life. Maybe that's where a lot of this conflict's taking place, is with the mom energy. We've got the forget-me-nots. Interesting. Eternal memories. And it says, the best things in life are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. Interesting. I think that it is kind of, it is a return back to home at the end of the day, right? Or at the end of the quest. Okay, there is some idea of kind of returning here. Yeah. But I feel like this card too, with the eternal memories, like the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made on your journey. And I think that's really the Six of Pentacles. These are all the people, these are all the dinner tables that you've been at. These are all the people's houses that you've been invited to. All of the groups, all of the circles of friends, all of the clubs you've been to, right? This is just, to me, this feels like a close, intimate setting. You know, it just, maybe it is a nightclub, you know. I feel like this is your sense of really, of having the experience. And even if you come home at the end of this and say, wow, I'm terrible at this, I suck, right? It was still a life-changing journey for you. And it was still absolutely more than worth it. Yeah. But I think this card's really saying that you've got something here. You've got a talent here that if you can withstand the refining process, you're really going to make a name for yourself. A lot of fortune, a lot of fame here, right? I'm going to do an empowerment oracle card. We've got Universe of Abundance. I am connected to the unlimited goodness of the universe. Everything that is happening now is happening for my ultimate good. I like that. Everything that's happening now is happening for your ultimate good. Even that Nine of Swords is for your ultimate good. It's that refining energy. Yeah. It's the criticism that in the entertainment industry, if that's what you're doing, is not very nice. Okay? But it's happening for your ultimate good. I'm going to select one random Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Control. Control. Control is what we have here. These two cards. The strength to control yourself, right? The strength to still be able to do what you will. First of all, the control of this one. The Queen of Wands. To not sink to anyone's level. If you have people around you at home now that are kind of criticizing or worse, your plans, and you're sort of, when you say, hey, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this, and the kind of response you get, you got to control yourself. You got to control this anger, okay? The control is also you being able to control yourself when you're in moments like this. Like you're up there on stage and you're doing your material, and people are hollering and booing and jeering and throwing stuff at you, and you're just up there still doing it. You don't break character, you know, and you're able to roll with it. And I feel that takes a lot of control to not just like kind of break down and just yell and scream and rail against somebody who's being kind of a jerk in the audience, you know. The ability to control yourself, it's kind of a professionalism. Yeah. So I think you really got something here. Yeah. I think you really, really do. I say we look at the mystery card. See what's going on there. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be the Magician, right? Or, I mean, it could be the Art or Temperance card, because that's kind of the pressure cooker. That's where you're going to be refined and really your skills will be honed, right? Is in that pressure cooker. So either Magician or the Temperance card. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see. 8 of Wands. Kind of looks like a bunch of stuff flying at you, right? All of the tomatoes being thrown your way. But more than that, I think this is really you putting all of your effort into something. All 8 of these javelins are quickly going in one direction. I think that you've got to hurry up and do this before it's too late. Before you sort of lose the will. You've got to get all of your javelins flying in that direction of flying before you end up just saying, nah, forget it. Okay? So do it sooner rather than later. The longer it takes you to get the wheels going, to get the wheels turning, to get this actually going forward, the less likely you'll be to ever really get it moving forward. And I think you have a pretty good outcome ahead of you. I think we've got a pretty nice confirmation that things are going to be that you're going to be successful doing this if you can withstand and sort of control yourself and get through all of the difficult aspects of it. Yeah. And maybe this isn't stand-up comedy. I kind of hope it is. I think that'd be cool. Whatever this endeavor is, okay, it's going to be a trial. It's going to take some refinement. You're going to have to pay your dues, but it'll be worth it in the end. But you've got to make it through. Not everybody does. Maybe you're going on one of these like Survivor kind of game shows or something, you know. You got this. You're strong enough. You're smart enough. You've got the will. You've got the tenacity. You've got the heart for it. Got that right here with the Ace of Cups. You've got the heart for it. You've just got to get things moving now, ASAP. All right. Now we're going to do a quick extended reading. If you've got time to stick around, the link is up top. There's one down below. New readings for Pisces are on Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. Okay. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost anything. And let me know where you're watching from. Leave a comment, just say hi if you got nothing else to say. But I would love to hear from you. I do read every comment. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.